Picture this, a disaster strikes and you need to evacuate ASAP. You grab your bug-out bag, but it's so heavy you can barely lift it. That's mistake number 1, overpacking. You've probably heard the saying, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. While this wisdom holds true in many circumstances when it comes to packing your bug-out bag, it can lead you down a dangerous path. Overpacking your bag can result in slowed mobility, increased fatigue, and even injury. These are all potential pitfalls that could seriously hinder your ability to survive in an emergency situation. So, how do you avoid overpacking? First, you need to understand that your bug-out bag isn't a moving van. It's not meant to hold all of your worldly possessions. It's a survival kit, designed to help you endure the critical first 72 hours of a disaster scenario. Determining what's truly necessary can be tricky. It's easy to convince yourself that you need to pack that extra pair of shoes or that hefty hardcover survival manual. But when it comes to your bug-out bag, every ounce counts. Here's a good rule of thumb. Prioritize the basics. Think about what you need to survive for 3 days. This typically includes items for shelter, water, food, and self-defense. Shelter can be a lightweight tent or a space blanket. For water, consider packing a collapsible water bottle and purification tablets. When it comes to food, high-calorie energy bars are a great option. And don't forget about self-defense. A small, lightweight weapon can make a big difference. Now, this isn't to say that you shouldn't pack anything else. By all means, if you have room for a few comfort items after your essentials are packed, go ahead. Just remember, the goal is to move quickly and efficiently during an emergency. Overpacking can compromise both. Remember, in a survival situation, every ounce counts. Don't burden yourself with unnecessary items. Next up is a mistake that can turn a survival scenario into a chaotic mess: ignoring bag organization. Picture this, you're in the middle of an emergency, your adrenaline is pumping, and every second counts. You reach into your bug-out bag for a critical item, but instead, you find a jumbled mess. You're forced to rummage around, wasting precious moments that could mean the difference between safety and danger. It's a situation no prepper wants to find themselves in, yet it's a common pitfall due to poor bag organization. Let's delve into the importance of a well-organized bug-out bag. A bag that's neatly arranged not only saves time but reduces stress in high-pressure situations. When you know exactly where each item is, you can grab what you need quickly and efficiently, keeping your focus on survival. So how can you avoid the disorganization dilemma? Here are a few practical tips. First, categorize your items. Group similar items together so you know exactly where to reach. This could mean keeping all your fire-starting tools in one place, your first aid supplies in another, and so on. Secondly, make use of your bag's compartments. Many bug-out bags come with multiple pockets and sections. Use these to your advantage. Dedicate each compartment to a specific category of items. This not only helps with organization, but also evenly distributes the weight of your bag, making it easier to carry. Lastly, strategically place frequently used items within easy reach. Things like your multi-tool, flashlight, and water purification tablets should be immediately accessible. You don't want to have to dig through your bag for these essentials. To sum it up, a well-organized bag could mean the difference between life and death. It's not just about what you pack, but how you pack it. So take the time to organize your bug-out bag. Ensure you can easily access what you need when you need it. Remember, in a survival scenario, every second counts. Here's a mistake that can turn a lifeline into a death. Water, it's the essence of life. We can survive weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Yet many overlook the importance of having a reliable method to purify water in their bug-out bag. This oversight can have dire consequences. Contaminated water can cause a range of illnesses, life-threatening diseases like cholera or Most pristine-looking stream can harbor invisible dangers. So how do we ensure our water is safe to drink? There are several methods, each with its strengths and weaknesses, and it's wise to have more than tablets. These are light, compact, and easy to use. Just pop one in your water, wait for the magic to happen, and voila, potable water. However, they do take time to work and can leave a chemical taste. Next up, portable water filters. These are fantastic for removing parasites and bacteria, but some filters also come with a built-in straw, allowing you to drink directly from a water source, which can be a lifesaver in certain situations. Last but not least, the old-fashioned method. Water for at least 1 minute kills most types of harmful organisms. It's a tried and true method, but it does require a heat source and a container, which might not always be available or practical. Remember, each method has a situation. One might be more. Why it's crucial to carry multiple water purification options in your bug-out bag. It's not just about quenching your thirst, but ensuring what you drink doesn't make you sick or worse. Water is life. Always have multiple methods for purifying it. This next mistake is a common one, yet it can have dire consequences: skimping on first aid supplies. Now, you might think a few bandages and some antiseptic wipes are enough, but when it comes to survival situations, a comprehensive first aid kit can make all the difference between life and death. It's not just about treating minor cuts and scrapes. You need to be prepared for a range of potential injuries, from burns to fractures, from insect bites to severe wounds. So, what should be in your first aid kit? Well, let's start with the basics. Bandages, of course, in various sizes for different types of wounds. Antiseptic wipes or solution to clean wounds and prevent infection are a must. Adhesive medical tape can secure bandages or dressings, and tweezers can help remove splinters or debris from wounds. But that's just the start. You'll also need sterile gloves to protect both you and the injured person from infection. A digital thermometer to monitor body temperature could be crucial, especially if fever sets in. Painkillers such as ibuprofen or acetaminophen can manage pain and reduce inflammation. And don't forget about items for more serious injuries. A tourniquet can control severe bleeding, sterile dressings can cover larger wounds, a triangular bandage can be used as a sling for arm injuries, and a space blanket can help prevent shock and hypothermia. But remember, having these items is only half the battle. It's equally important to know how to use them. Consider taking a basic first aid course, or at least familiarize yourself with first aid basics. There are plenty of resources available online, including video tutorials and downloadable guides. In a survival scenario, you might be the only help available. Your first aid skills could mean the difference between a minor injury becoming a major problem or even a life-threatening situation. A robust first aid kit can save lives. Make it a priority in your bug-out bag. And remember, being prepared isn't just about having the right gear. It's about having the knowledge and skills to use it effectively. Our final mistake can undermine your survival strategy: not tailoring your bag to your personal needs. This is a critical aspect of prepping that often gets overlooked. Remember, the bug-out bag is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a personalized survival kit designed to keep you alive and well in an emergency, and it should reflect your unique needs and circumstances. Think about it. What's the point of having a bug-out bag if it doesn't account for your personal needs? For instance, if you require prescription medication, failing to include an adequate supply in your bag could be a literal life-or-death mistake. Similarly, if you wear glasses or contacts, make sure you pack an extra pair or a supply of contact lenses. But it's not just about health. Your skill level matters too. If you're a whiz with a compass and map, then by all means pack them. But if you're directionally challenged, you might want to include a GPS device instead. Likewise, if you're a seasoned outdoorsman, you could get by with basic survival tools. But if you're more of an urban dweller, you might need more specialized gear. And let's not forget about the environment. Your bug-out bag should be tailored to the specific challenges and resources of your region. If you're in a desert area, you might need extra water purification options. If you live in bear country, a can of bear spray could be a lifesaver. In essence, it's about making your bug-out bag work for you. Yes, there are basic items that every bug-out bag should have, like food, water, and first aid supplies. But beyond that, your bag should be as unique as you are. So, take a step back and think about your personal needs and circumstances. What unique items do you need to survive? What skills do you have? And what tools do you need to leverage those skills? What challenges does your environment present, and how can you prepare for them? Your bug-out bag should be as unique as you are. Customize it to your needs to increase your chances of survival. So, we've covered 5 common mistakes when prepping your bug-out bag. Let's do a quick recap. Firstly, we looked at the mistake of overpacking. Remember, your bug-out bag is not a mobile home. It is a survival kit designed to keep you alive for 72 hours. Packing too much can weigh you down, reducing your mobility and speed when it matters the most. Next, we discussed the disorganization dilemma. A well-organized bag helps you find what you need quickly and efficiently. Prioritize your items based on their importance and frequency of use, keeping the most critical and frequently used items within easy reach. We also explored the water purification oversight. Water is life, and in a survival scenario, it's absolutely crucial to have multiple methods for purifying it. Whether it's purification tablets, a life straw, or a portable filter, make sure you're never caught without a way to make water safe to drink. Then, we touched on the first aid fail. Never skimp on supplies for your first aid kit. It should be comprehensive enough to handle common injuries and ailments you might encounter. From bandages and antiseptics to pain relievers and essential medications, every item counts. Finally, we delved into the personalization problem. Your bug-out bag should be tailored to your specific needs and the environment you're likely to be operating in. If you need certain medications, or if there are specific tools that would be particularly useful in your locale, they should be in your bag. Avoiding these mistakes can make the difference between a bug-out bag that's a burden and one that's a true survival asset. Remember, the goal is not just to survive, but to do so as comfortably and efficiently as possible. Avoid these mistakes to make your bug-out bag a true survival asset. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Stay prepared and stay safe.